Greetings. Welcome to Game News on Peace Love Data. Today, some actual news about Star Trek. What? We're going to touch on Sega 3D classics, something about your 3DS, and some old Sega games. Who cares? Who cares? I kind of care. Rundown of games I've been playing, an obvious wrap-up at the end, some things that didn't deserve a full, amount of your time. And I'm going to try and fly through some things about some Daisy. I want to call them ripoffs. I'm going to call them ripoffs. Some Daisy ripoffs. You're shooting zombies or some kind of foreign creatures that have been created out of mankind, species, and you got to go through cities or whatever and kill them, survive. Survival games. I'll call them survival games. It works. Anyway, welcome. I'm Andre. Welcome to my show. I've been playing some, here we go. I've been playing some games, some free games for my iPad. I don't know if they work for your phone or not, but I'd imagine they do. Anyway, I'm gonna kick it off. First one's Popcorn. It was alright. It is exactly what it sounds like. A bunch of kernels are flying through the air and you have to tap them to pop them. And you can get combos by holding and you can butter it after you've popped it. But no. It just made me feel dumb, if that's okay to say. But if you have a kid who's like a cat, it's gonna be perfect. The next one was Shape Jams. I kind of felt like I was playing a Lumosity game, like I was training my brain. There's a whole bunch of squares on a board, and you're matching either colors and the shapes, and the amount of shapes on each one of them. You gotta play it. It'll train your brain. Like, I feel smarter already. I'm lying. There's also Paper Train Reloaded, which was pretty nice. If you have a kid who's into like remote control cars or trains, it works out pretty nicely. There's a whole bunch of tracks. You have to set these different signals to either stop or go, and it's all timed, and it's pretty simplistic. So I'd imagine it'd be pretty good for your kids, kind of like who want to develop like their intuitive sense on what should be moving and what should not be moving to prevent accidents from happening. And of course, there's Batman Arkham Origins. We've all heard about this coming out on systems and PC, and it's buggy as all hell. But anyway, there's an iPad app game thing, and it's pretty much a tapping brawler. And the other reason I didn't get bored with just tap and watching Batman do his thing. Watching Batman do his thing is not bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I would get bored as hell if there wasn't all these crazy upgrades and different suits you can buy and all this other stuff. Right around level 8 or 9, you kind of gotta try hard to really get past, the different people you're fighting and bosses and stuff like that. And it kind of makes you want to buy more bat coins or continuation coins, whatever they call them. But, it's free to play, so I'm not gonna complain. And then with a magnet, if you've got kids, this thing works out great. It was not let's just say it was way below my age level. That's what I'm saying, is for your kids, right at their level. It's good for hand-eye coordination. You're kind of holding the button to make him use the gravity of a planet, and you let go, and he kind of goes off in the direction he was, inertia and all these other things. It works out really nice. It's very nice for your kids. They don't have to be very cat-like either. I'm not saying your kids are dumb. Let's move on. Let's not address that. And the best one so far, minus the controls, which are, do whatever they want to do. Tanktastic was pretty good, for somebody like me, a male who likes to play tank games. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't really played any tank games, but it was pretty awesome. It's a real-time online multiplayer game, and the sign-up's really quick. You don't even have to check your email. You give them your email, but you don't even have to check your email. They just let you right in. It's like, hey, that was your email? Cool. Not a problem. And it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of it. Tanktastic, everybody. But anyway, the first actual bit of Star Trek news on my channel. Yes! Star Trek Online, the free-to-play game over at StarTrekOnline.com, is getting a patch, and it's not because it's broken. The new patch comes out November 12th. It's been pushed back a little bit. Not a problem. I'm not complaining. No, stop. You, all right? But You know, I thought one of the biggest selling points for it, for a free game, was Michael Dorn doing some voiceover work. He's doing some it's gonna be sweet. It's a sweet little ditty. It sings for you. No, he probably doesn't sing. I don't know though. I'm gonna play that game though. I don't know why I haven't yet. Where do I go from here? The new patch will introduce you to the Worf species, and anybody level 10 or up will get a new marker on your mission map. Somebody new to hail from your ship. Yes! The new chapter is all about restoring an old Iconian gateway in the middle of New Romulus. But as soon as you turn that thing on, all of New Romulus starts rumbling, and the exit out of there ends up getting blocked by some rocks, conveniently. And you have to go through the gateway to be able to survive. You get to pilot some technologically ancient ships. That was hard to say. Maybe I'm dumb. Thanks everybody. But upon completion, you also get some new technology and a new ship you get to fly around when you get to level 40. So you can hope for that. Hope for the future. Something about the Prime Directive. Winning. The story is actually a continuation from the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Schisms, which I thought was very informative. Somebody like me. Like I said, it's free to play, StarTrekOnline.com, and you know, it's not graphically intense, so most people should be able to play it. And we're there for the plot anyway. We're there for the story and getting in our the Next Generation fix, because nothing's filled that void yet. Roddenberry's dead. Shit. Fill that void! Somebody. I'll fill that void. I'm just... Wow. No. I'm cutting that. Moving on. Sega 3D Classics Series has been announced. And sometime late November and mid-December, there's 3 different release dates. Games like Shinobi, Echo the Dolphin, and Sonic the Hedgehog are coming out for your 3DS in 3D format, no less. They've revamped the games. They've added some modernization to it. I have no idea what it means, but they're staying classic. They're staying original to the classic games. They changed some stuff. Indeed. The games are only going to be available through the Nintendo eShop on your 3DS, though. Enjoy the heck out of that. They're going to be like $6 or £5 or euros and $4.50 in pounds. You guys are doing so well over there. Congratulations. Those bankers are probably pissed. There's no inflation going on. And before I wrap it up, the DayZ series of survival tactics has been ripped off. That's not correct. But there are 2 games in particular I felt like talking about. Want to talk to you guys. Let's talk. Nether is the first one. It got released yesterday, the 31st of October, and you get to play on maps with 64 players. And there are lots of details. Like there's magazine stands you can go and stare at and die while staring at. And there's a lot of just the artwork is really, really good. It's pretty much DayZ on the Unreal Engine. So if you can run the Unreal, you can play Nether. You can bank your inventory in safe zones, which are protected by sonic emitter sound devices. And you can actually troll the hell out of the safe zone and turn those bitches off. Right? The lonely guy just creamed himself right now. But yeah, anyway. You can bank your inventory. You know, you walk around the city where there's no safe zones, and you pick up money, water, all this other stuff, but you can also buy that from the safe zone. But you know, the night comes on very, very quickly. There's no real safety in that, and there's also no third person. Some early beta testers or alpha testers, whatever they were, said it was giving too many people too much of an advantage. So they've leveled the playing field by taking something away from everybody. I don't agree with it, but that's Nether for you. And it's not even really a zombie thing. It's a survival game, but you know, there are creatures based off of human beings who have been mutated in horrific ways. Actually, probably a lot worse than being a zombie, if I'm honest. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of them, which is really neat. There's small ones that move faster. There's hunters that actually hunt you down, like creepers, but way scarier. And it's available on playnether.com. There's 2 different packages. You can either pay $50 for an Uber package or $27 for a kind of good package. And not to mention, both of those give you 72-hour keys, as of right now. They're not going to be doing this in the future, to give away to your friends. I think the $27 one gives out 3 keys and the $50 one gives out 6 keys. And you can let your friends play for 72 hours just to get a vibe for the game. Very nice. Good job, Nether people. I heard the sign up was really, really crappy and lengthy, but you get what you're asking for. This is a pretty good, if you can't play Arma 2 on your computer, you can probably play the Unreal Engine on there. I'd imagine that's why they did it. Arma 2 engine sucks. I said it. Eat it. Don't eat it. Now, unlike Nether, How to Survive is permanently third person. So as far as precision in what you're doing, it's all kind of auto-aimed and wild swinging of melee weapons, which isn't bad. There's a lot of different features in this thing. You spawn with a random friendly. I'd imagine you can invite your friends, if not now, eventually you're gonna be able to invite your friends along for the ride and make sure they are playing with you. But, it kind of works out pretty well spawning with somebody else, being that it's third person, and there's so many zombies. It's literally a zombie slaying simulator. It's all you're gonna be doing, besides picking up junk off the zombies and making homemade guns and stuff like that, which is really neat, but there's a lot of zombies. There's a lot of people out there who are psyched. Also, unlike Nether, the night comes on pretty slowly, which is convenient, but the night times bring on other kinds of zombies that are afraid of light, so you're carrying a flashlight, and these golem looking dudes, hairless, very strange creatures of the night, are coming after you. Now, they're not even the real issue, really. Like, the boomers, big fat dudes who explode on you, are always going to be there, and you're always going to run into regular zombies. But there's these other kinds of zombies that, if left in the dark, will swarm you. Right? That's good enough. That's enough, right? There are safe rooms, but you have to kill all the zombies in it before you can use it. And the nighttime comes on... Nighttime comes on slowly in this game, which is kind of a blessing in disguise. But you can't communicate with your friends either, or the random spawn that you're playing with. There's no typing, there's no talking, none of it. Everybody kind of has to know what to do, and you operate together, and the screen there's no split screen. It's not just focused on you, it's focused on you and the other player. You're always looking at them. And if they're on one side of the screen and you're trying to push to the other, it will stop you. You can't move that far. So it's really about working together and coming together for survival tactics, which is kind of think good in a way. It kind of prepares you for the new DayZ standalone, which is heavily going to be based on, not having that many guns and actually learning how to survive in the wild kind of deal. Which is all right, I guess. How to Survive, though, is less than half the price. It's only $15 on Steam. And, for everything you get out of it, it's pretty good. In the wrap-up, I got some things I'm going to recap. The South Park, The Stick of Truth, has been pushed back. The South Park, The Stick of Truth has been pushed back to March 2014. Yeah, I'd imagine there wasn't enough content in that thing. I don't know, it's supposed to be a really good RPG, because Matt Stone and Trey Parker actually worked on the lines and the stories and everything like that. But I don't know, maybe it didn't come up to snuff with some beta testers or something like that. It's been pushed back a long time. Oh well. And Call of Duty Ghosts, they're actually putting out some information. Somebody actually leaked some information about a game mode called Extinction. You're shooting aliens rather than the zombies this time. It's fresh, shooting aliens instead of zombies. Keeping it fresh. There's also a trailer for Freefall, the multiplayer map coming out on Call of Duty Ghosts. You're going to see a lot about that. These are the same people who said they're going to outsell Grand Theft Auto, and these are the same people who were disappointed when they didn't sell a few more million than they already had of the other Call of Duty game. But I'm not going to dog you, dude. That's cool. You want to sell 2 million more. It's all you, man. Outlast is on sale on Steam. Outlast is on sale on Steam. The price has been cut by a third, so you're paying 2/3 of the price for a full game. There you go. I've been watching Jesse Cox and Krendor play it over on OMFG Kata, and it's scary. I don't like scary things, and I did not like this game. You're a journalist going through a mental asylum. There's a lot of mutilated dudes running around. I don't want to talk about it. It's scary. It's scary. Oh. If you purchase World of Warcraft, you get all of the upgrades up to Cataclysm, which is very kind of them to do. I imagine they're losing a lot. I'm not talking about it, but I'd imagine they're losing a lot of subscribers, and so they're making sure you get all the upgrades, all the DLC up to Cataclysm. Thank you. Very nice. Hover has been re-released, and you have no idea what I'm talking about. If you were born anytime past when, 1995, when Windows 95 was put out, then you're clueless. But nobody's really cornered the market on the hovercraft game mechanic thing yet, gameplay. So it was a lot of fun. I played it. It's an online game. Hover. Just go to Google, Hover. It's an online game. You don't even have to download it. Lots of fun. Lots of nostalgia. And it actually works pretty well. A lot more clipping than the old game, I should say. The old game worked a little better. This one looks nice. And this one looked nice, and there's some music to it. So there you go. If you're tired of Angry Birds and you only own a 3DS, there's Angry Bunnies now. Nintendo exclusive, Angry Bunnies. It's a little different, I guess. You're trying to get ice cubes to fall on your enemies. There's different kinds of bunnies. You know how this works. Grand Theft Auto is supposed to put out a new update sometime next week. It's called Update 1.05. Like it matters. But it's supposed to save your progress save issues. It's supposed to fix your progress save issues. And they're also hoping to get out the stimulus package to everybody who's playing by sometime next week. It's taken a minute for them to do this, actually, but I'm not going to dog you guys. Everybody's dogging you guys. Sorry, Rockstar. You suck so bad, I'm saying sorry to you. What does that mean? Hate me. It's okay. I don't care. But that was that. Thank you for watching Game News on Peace, Love, Data. I've been Andre. Peace out. Farewell. Another day. Much love. I'll see you guys later.